Hey, this is 587 Jasper, and you're watching 416 Interview.
Since the last time we talked, you've dropped like multiple singles, an EP and an album. You want to talk more about those and how's it been? How are you feeling?
100%, man. Destined for Greatness was huge for me. 150K as an independent artist on an album goes pretty hard. Lots of positive feedback, a couple music videos. A bunch of stuff has happened, and, lots of collaborations. Been working with hella artists because, you already know, like, the networking is key, especially in music, especially when you're independent. So, since the last time we had an interview, Destined for Greatness set the pace. Red Dead, I was talking about Saints Row. Like, it's been a ride. Like, it's been rocky, but it's been cool.
So yeah, you got this EP with how do you say this guy's name? Footy?
Yeah, it's Fody. Yeah. He in like Hopkinton, Massachusetts. It's like some weird, yeah.
How'd you connect with this man, bro? Man's in like the middle of Massachusetts.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Sent me a DM off of TikTok, and this is why I say to all these independent artists, TikTok is key for your promotion because you meet some of the coolest people on there. Bro hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, let's make a song." And we made a few songs before we even released. I did a feature on his, and it was the song like All of You. It was like some really like deep auto-tune, reverby bullshit, and I had to help this dude develop his sound. So that's how we came up with that Timeless, and hey, we had Ransom and On the Block. We had so many songs that developed, and eventually came to be pretty damn good because the sound just developed. We just found a wave.
How long, like over like what period of time was that EP made in?
We sat on a call we hopped on a call at 6 p.m. and we finished the EP. I'm not even gonna lie to you, and we sent shit back and forth, and we were just in a Discord call, just back and forth, just trying to figure it out. And so many tweaks were made. Took maybe 6 hours. I'd say I got off the phone at 1 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock, just turning around that time.
That's looking kind of fast though, no? For an EP for 4 songs? Especially with like two people?
Bro, 100%. Nah. Yeah. It was something like the chemistry was there, bro. You hear it in the songs. It's just back to back. It's just a constant flow, and yeah, it's just there.
Okay, bet. And then talking about this huge album, Destined for Greatness. You got like what, 31 songs on it?
Shit, yeah, bro. It was a heavy album. That was like all my music. I was like, here you go.
You said it was 150,000 plays, I believe.
Roughly 150,000. I ran into some troubles with one song, which would have had it sitting around 180K, because some weird ass artist that had featured on it. When I had like 30K on a song, and his team wanted me to take it down. So I was like, all right, who the fuck are you? So I'll just eat the numbers. And yeah,
All right.
whatever.
Talk to me about this. So how did you was there like any big promo behind this album? All you or what?
Honestly, dude, all of the singles that I released, I think there was probably 3 or 4 singles that were like pretty large. I had like Saints Row and Out the Park and Florist. Like, they kind of just all tied into the album really well. So there wasn't that much need of promotion. People were listening to the songs and they're like, oh, this is linked to an album. And I sent it out to my people and like, hey, like, let's get feedback. Like, let's push this out. And yet again, TikTok and YouTube Shorts are huge for promotion. So I ended up using that to maximize my reach. And I mean, it performed very well.
How long did it take you to make this album?
Oh my, dude, the album, there's some songs that are 2 years old on there. Honestly, it just pieced together. Yeah, it honestly just pieced together. Like, there's no lying about that. It's not a flex to make an album in 2 days. Like, it takes time. An album, you need the different emotions, the different songs, the different things you're feeling. And, from the start of the album, it is a different approach. It's like me when I first started making music to this more developed, like, even I would say it's like glow, but then it kind of just ends up being like, it goes back to a normal kind of rap underground hip hop scene, if that makes sense. So it was just all over the place in my head. But that comes with the title Destined for Greatness. It was just more so meant to be a development of like, this was me at the start and this is me now.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, I'm not gonna lie, I like track number 12 the best, Jasper Seeks. Speaks, sorry, Jasper Speaks, 416 interview.
Oh yeah, yeah. That no, let's yes sir, yes sir. That was from the first interview we did. That's was deep.
Yo, what made you put that on the album? Because I've never seen anyone really put like a little interview snippet on there.
I wanted people to know who you were too, because everyone's doing their own thing, and I think like yet again, bro. I'm telling you, that has like over 1,000 streams.
No way, does it really?
Like yeah, no, bro. Like people seen that shit, and I made sure people seen it because I was like 416, like they, you know what I mean. So I made sure people seen that.
I bet. And then let's talk about this other album, Set the Pace. Uh, Talk to me about this because I feel like this has like a different vibe to it. No?
It is a different for me, a different kind of music, you know, Too Blue and Asshole. That's literally the name of the song. Those two songs were made in the same session, and then I kind of just continued with that sound. And Set the Pace was more of a getting back into music kind of album because after Destined for Greatness, I took a little bit of time off. Um yeah, because it's hard to do, like to put an album together like that and then to release 30 something songs. You know, it's a lot of rollout and just a lot of like preparation. So yeah, I took a little bit of a break and I'm like came back in. Here's this song. I like literally naming the album. I'm gonna set the pace. You know what I mean? So
So then, real quick before we move on to another thing, I want to ask you, as someone who's never released music before, what's like the pros and cons of like releasing an album versus like a single or like a small EP?
I've got this question from a lot of people, and me and Fody and all my homies have talked about this because I've always personally thought that I would say it is better to release an album as a more established artist. If you have a few thousand people that consistently listen to you, your money and your streams is going to go longer. But if you want to get reach as somebody that just needs, you know, a few listeners, posting singles goes so much like further, if that makes sense.
Moving on, what's going on with your Instagram accounts, bro? Like one of them got botted or something?
Bro, I was cheese. So I got evacuated in like because we had some crazy fires here in Alberta. You probably fucking heard about them. It was nuts. Yeah. So during my evacuation, I wasn't watching my stuff, bro. I was not on social media. Like I posted pre-save, like Red Dead Redemption was buzzing, and I was about to release that, and we got evacuated. And when I came back, like I literally was not on my phone because I was packing and moving stuff, and it was ridiculous. And I get back on my phone, and I'm not even kidding a second. I'm looking, all I'm just seeing is my followers going up and up, and I'm looking at these accounts that are following me, and I'm like just peaking over like 6K. Like it was like that was like the amount of followers I had on my account. Cause you remember this. I know. Cause you DM me when I was at like 4.5K ish. And I was just peaking up to 5.9K, 5.8K around that area. And then I got botted and it was like till 55K. I'm telling you, like someone had that out to get me. Like, why would I? And I even had people look at me and be like, oh, you bought followers. I'm like, bro, why would I spend money to ruin my engagement?
Yeah, no, fact.
Especially when I was already generally established. Like I was just fresh off an album.
Yeah, yeah.
So I don't know. That sucked. It set me back a lot. I'm back to 200 followers on Instagram. Like it hurt me. It hurt me bad.
So wait, are you like locked out of that account now or something?
I still have it. I have it labeled as a production just linked to me. So hopefully when the followers go away, Instagram will realize they're fake and take them away. So it's been slowly coming down. We went from 56K down to like 42 or 43. So I'm just hoping eventually they just dwindle down. That's just all I can say.
So you're from Alberta, right?
Yes, I am.
Okay, bet. So then, like, coming from like a place where you come from, right? What do you think people need to do to make it out? Since, in my opinion, there is no like real music infrastructure out there compared to like places like Toronto, where I'm at.
Yo, yeah. I would say Calgary's got some good stuff going on right now, and Edmonton's starting to get a little flash of it. You know, I can't really name a lot of dudes, but I've heard music from here, and I can see why people would say it is trash. So my best advice is, reach out to places that are obviously not here. You know, reach out to guys like Toronto. Like I'm on an interview with 416. Like, you know what I mean? Like reach out to people that are not from Alberta. And hey, it's not a bad thing to have people here, but it's definitely a really good thing to reach down south to LA or go a little bit east towards as I said, Toronto. I don't know, even going to Victoria, Vancouver, there's a lot more music out west, like a little more out west, and then also way farther east. So either way you go, you're good.
You ever feel like burning out or anything like that on being on like that kind of schedule?
It happens, honestly. No, it happens, but that's why you got backup music. You just have shit ready and you post for roughly 4 or 5 weeks in advance.
Okay. And then lastly, any new projects people should look out for coming out now?
Oh man, I'm dropping weekly drops. Toxic, December 15th, so it'll be out by the time this is out. I got releases planned for the next month roughly. It could really, anything could change depending on, I could make a song and like it more and then remove the other one and post it for that date. Like, there's just, in general, make music, get a cover for it, and schedule it for the next week. Like, that's been the life. It's just consistently releasing music. That's been my life.
How would you describe the music you create?
I kind of float around a lot of different genres.
Yeah.
Like genre wise, I kind of experiment with a lot of stuff.